Hi, I'm Jannik Hanfman.
I'm Ilya Marchenko.
I'm Dennis Kudla.
This is Sebastian Wolfner.
It's Marc-Andrea Whistler.
I am Francisco Cerundolo.
And you're listening to the Game to Love podcast. Hopefully you enjoy it.
Hey, welcome back, tennis fans. Indian Wells time, and it's the draw preview on the men's side. And the big question everybody's asking is, can anybody stop Jannik Sinner in 2024, JG? What do you reckon?
Yeah, the other question people are asking is, where's our women's draw reaction? And that will be coming later on, and we'll be doing the actual picks after this one. But on the question on can Djokovic avenge Jannik Sinner, I think he could. But I just feel Jannik Sinner is the one to beat still. And it feels to me that it is between them two out of the big four.
Yeah, I think so as well. Despite there being Carlos Alcaraz being the reigning defending champion and Daniil Medvedev being last year's finalist, we still look towards Novak Djokovic and Jannik Sinner being the main two on tour who we expect to go deep in this tournament. And I'm excited to see who you've got going far and who everybody at home has going all the way to the final and winning Indian Wells this year. Because we've had a different winner. Let's bring up the past winners as well. A different winner. How many years is it running now? We've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 different winners in the last 7 events that we played. Obviously, 2020 was missed due to the pandemic. Crazy, that, isn't it?
Yeah, of course, Novak Djokovic has won it 5 times. Federer also with 5. And then it's been a bit of a free-for-all ever since that. That 2021 was the most crazy I've ever seen, with Cam Norrie and Bashashvili making the final.
Yeah, weird.
We've seen some more normality since then. Of course, the Fritz, Rafa Nadal one, where Rafa beat Alcaraz in the semis. I believe it was quite windy that year in Indian Wells.
Yeah.
And last year, Alcaraz beating Medvedev, and that was the spell where Medvedev couldn't lay a finger on Carlos Alcaraz. This year, though, I have a funny feeling we will see an Italian in the final.
Well,
And we've not seen an Italian ever in the final.
that would be incredible if we can get it. Don't forget, there's some revenge for Jannik Sinner. They played each other, Alcaraz, Sinner, in last year's semi-final. Will we get that same semi-final? And will Jannik Sinner this time be having a little bit more firepower to get himself past the little Spaniard? What do you reckon?
I don't know. Well, we're going to get into it now, Ben. Let's save that thought until I do the draw. And if you are from the UK and you're listening to us right now, Wednesday, the 6th of March, so tomorrow, is going to be a big day because we have a lot of the British players in action and 2 of them who are very good. Katie Bolter, fresh off her tournament victory, she's playing tomorrow against Camilla Giorgi. You've got Andy Murray playing a qualifier in Stadium 1, and you've got Jack Draper. Is that Christopher O'Connell?
Yeah.
Just go to the right.
Oops, sorry, apologies.
Just to the right.
Chris O'Connell.
Chris O'Connell. I just saw Chris. It could have been a
Great
Chris.
great matchup, that. I really like that matchup.
Yeah, so big day for the Brits tomorrow in Indian Wells. Hopefully we can get at least 2 through.
I would love that. I think Andy Murray is the one I'm going to be keeping my eye on. And I'm going to be keeping another close eye on Sebastian Offner versus Borna Coric. Friend of the podcast. We got to play with Offner, obviously. I can't wait to see if he can really do well at a Masters. It's great seeing his name in these big events finally. And I think it's a winnable match for him. I think he did well in Hong Kong and he beat a few good players, like some top 50 players. I think Coric is one of those players, he's there for the taking some days. So fingers crossed for Sebastian Offner.
Yeah, those wondering about Rafa Nadal, he will be playing on the 7th, so he's not playing Raonic tomorrow. It'll be the next day. Let's get into the draw. And right at the top is Novak Djokovic, of course. He's got a bye. I believe the qualifiers haven't been placed. Maybe we have a quick word on them.
Not yet.
Because they're still playing. Is that right, Ben?
That is correct. We have some of the qualifiers who are confirmed. We have Thiago Sebochwild. He is through. We also have Mokazuki. He is through. Lucas Klein, one of your favourites. He's through. A big surprise for me. We had Summit Nagao get knocked out by Hong from South Korea. That one, and he's knocked out Sumu Kwon as well, which is quite an amazing run in the qualification. So he's done really well. One to watch out for, the young American Ethan Quinn. He's knocked out Konton Alice and Bavasori in this.
That's wild. That surprised me the most, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, I'll try and show you here. I'll try and zoom in a little bit so you can see. This has been his little route. I mean, that's a terrible draw for a qualification, but the fact he's got through both of them, he's only 19 years old, could be big things coming from him. Maybe another Mickelson-style player coming from the US. But yeah, that's it. And we've got Grenier at the bottom. The rest are playing as we speak.
Yeah, as you'd expect, these are all top qualifiers. So if you're unsure on a player, I would take the risk of going for a qualifier because they're pretty good.
Very good.
Djokovic, though, he's got the bye. So let's pick him first off the bat. Next up, I'm probably going to go qualifier to beat Vukic.
Yeah, I would do the same, to be honest. We can't pick it on here, but I would probably have that. I'll put Vukic for now.
You don't need to put anything, I don't think, do you? Or does it not let you pick the next one without him?
I think you can, but I'll just click him just so it fills up.
I'm going to have Kovacevic to beat Zhang.
That's a tough matchup for me. It's a 50-50. I really like both players. Kovacevic's been playing well recently, but I'm going to go Zhang just to go against you, I think.
I'll have Echeverry here and Paul.
Yep.
I'm going to go Mickelson, who I don't think is the favourite. I feel Menard's favourite, but I like Mickelson.
No, very much a heavy favourite is Mickelson in this one. Yeah, 1.36.
I was looking yesterday. Oh, maybe I looked at it the wrong way. I was surprised because I thought Menard 1.36. That's crazy, but clearly I read it wrong. Mickelson should be the favourite.
Yeah, definitely.
And I like him. I'm going to have Kipson. I'm probably going to go for qualifier to beat Kipson.
Yeah, I would do the same as well here. I mean, we don't know who it's going to be yet, but I would agree with you there.
I'll have Ugo Humbert. We'll have Casper Ruud at the bye. We've got 2 qualifiers here, so we leave this for now. Fees Borges. I'm tempted to go for Arthur Fees.
I mean, that's the one that I would normally go towards instantly, but there's just something about. I don't think either of them.
I think it's a
very
50-50 match.
Yeah, I don't think either of them been in very good form. I was going to go Borges just based upon form, to be honest. So I'm going to go Borges.
I'll have Fekina, Norrie, and Kecmanovic.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
I'll then have Monfils to beat Purcell.
Yep, I'm going with him as well. Good old Gale.
Hurkacz, Medvedev, and Kaboli.
Yeah, Kaboli's been in good form.
I'm going to go Evans.
Same here. To beat Safulin. That's a big match. He's the underdog as well in this match.
Korda.
He's with the bye. I'm going to go Mahac to beat Wawrinka.
Me too, yep. I'm going to have the qualifier to beat Muller.
Yeah, I mean, we're not really going for many of the players who are playing qualifiers, to be honest, are we? But I would agree with you
here.
I
like the qualifiers. I think they're going to do all right.
Strong qualifiers.
Hopefully we get to update this with the actual names after they've played today and they place them in the draw. Because once they're placed, I'll be fascinated to see which one's where.
Yeah, make sure to download the TNNS app and it will be updated as soon as the qualifiers are finished. So, and then you can make your picks and join the Game to Love Fantasy League on there as well. And then you can compete against myself and JG. Dimitrov with the bye, and we have Fritz with the bye. Tabio versus Kotov. I'm going Kotov here.
I'm going to go Tabio. I'll have Morales beating Fanini, Baez, Massetti, and
I'm going to have Fanini.
Utik van der Zandslup to beat Chapo.
Yeah,
Both
same
of them
here.
in bad form.
Yeah, Chapo, not the best, but Botic, I think that he'll have enough. And let's not waste any time speaking about that, because this is the one that everybody wants to see which way you're going to go. We've got Milos Raonic versus Rafa Nadal. Both players on a protected ranking. It's 224 in the world versus 652 in the world. Rafa Nadal, the favourite. But Milos Raonic, he, like you said the other day, he's beaten Bublik recently and didn't look bad against Alex de Minaur at the Australian Open either.
And he's beaten Rafa 2 times before when he was good. So it's a tough one. My heart obviously wants Rafa to advance, but I am very fearful with this draw. I wouldn't be that shocked if he is to lose this match. I think he's going to lose the first set, but I feel I'm going to go with Rafa to come through purely for the love factor. I think it's a 50-50 matchup for me.
I think Rafa's been pretty good at Indian Wells, and if any hardcourt tournament he's going to do well at, this will be the one. I think that he will beat him, and I think, like we said, I don't think Raonic will get past 2 sets, and I feel it will go to 3.
If it goes to 3, Rafa can win.
Yeah.
Rune, Rublev, Murray.
Rune, Rublev. Yeah, Murray to beat the qualifier, but in a 3-set match, I think.
Eubanks to beat Nakashima.
Yep.
I do love Eubanks. I think he's such a friendly guy. I saw him posting a photo on Twitter with a fan who's always sort of messaging and always getting selfies at all these events, and he wrote a nice message to her. He's just a nice guy, very watchable, great commentator, great tennis player.
Yeah.
And one of my favourite players. I think you give him a disservice at times.
I thought it was a funny...
You've been very critical of his game. You called him one-dimensional. And
you just said that.
He offers so much more than good tennis. And I feel you're really missing out not getting behind him.
I feel his personality is like one of his big selling factors. I saw him the other day that someone put like a proud dad watching. He was like watching one of the other Americans being like interviewed or something, and he was there filming on his phone like with the biggest smile whilst they were on camera. It's quite funny, but yeah, he's a big proponent of supporting your fellow countrymen, and I think Coco Gauff, that him and Coco get on very well as well. So that whole American outfit with young tennis players coming through is fantastic. And here's another, Francis TFO.
Yeah, I'm going to go Rusevori to beat Lajovic, Altmaier to win that one, Tsitsipas with the bye, Shelton, Mensik. I think he's been pretty good.
He's been pretty sick.
Shevchenko beating Koepfer.
I'm going to go Koepfer on this one. Just I feel like he's come back to a little bit of form recently.
Cerundolo, Struff.
Whoa. I'm going off now. Go on off now. It beats Chorich.
Yeah, I'll have Offner, Kokonakis, Sinner, Zverev, Draper, Hanfman, Griekspoor, Bublik, Thompson.
Yeah.
Tara Daniel.
Yeah. Galan's not actually too bad, actually. I'm going to swap it. I'm going to go Galan.
It could be Galan, actually. Dimonor, Hachanov. Probably the qualifier to beat Wolf.
Maybe, but it's in America. I don't know.
I would go qualifier to beat Wolf, but we just don't know who it is yet. Poprin to beat Marazan.
Oh, you've fallen off the Marazan hype train a bit recently. I've been meaning to talk to you about that, because I know that you were going pretty big on Marazan not too long ago.
He's good, but Poprin is as well.
Poprin beat Bublik recently as well. It's quite a good win. I'm going to go Marazan. If you're going Poprin, I'm going to just go for it, just to try and get one over on you.
Okay, Jarry with a bye, Felix with a bye.
Not buys in this, isn't there?
We don't know who that is. I'm going to go Arnaldi to beat Van Ascher.
Yeah.
And then Alcaraz at the bottom.
That's it. There we go. That's the first round wrapped up. Let's get back to the top and not waste any time. Djokovic to defeat the qualifier, whoever it may be. And I think it will be Echeverri to meet him in the third round.
Yeah, I think that was a match at the Australian Open, so they'll probably play against each other again. And I'll have Paul Mickelson. I'm going to have Mickelson to beat Paul.
Yeah, well, I think so. I think he's in a good bit of form right now. I think it's the wise choice.
Actually, if you're doing that, I'm going to go Paul.
Oh, then I
I'm
think
not
it's
having you
the
backing me.
unwise choice.
I'm not going. If you're going to ruin it if by getting on the Mickelson thing, I wanted to do it by myself. If you're getting involved, I'm going to go Paul.
It's like that, is it?
Definitely. I'll have Umbert beating Kipson, Rude, Fakina, Norrie,
Yeah.
Hurkacz.
Norrie's a weird one. I'm not sure. He is a champion here. What am I talking about? Go down. Hurkacz, Monfils. I'm going to go Monfils to knock out Hurkacz. Bit of a shocker one here.
Yeah, that's a terrible one. Will never happen. I'll have Medvedev beating Kaboli,
Yeah.
Evans to beat Korda.
Yeah, I think that can happen as well. Dan Evans. He'd like these courts, I think, in Indian Wells.
I'm going to go
Mahach to beat
Manarino to beat Mahach.
For me, I think that'll be a 3-setter. I'm going to go Mahach.
That's
I
really
think
tight.
it could be a coming out party for him.
I'm going to go Dimmy.
Yep. Fritzy.
And Fritz. And Baez.
Sebastian Baez.
I'll have
Anyone else?
Musetti to beat Van der Zandsler.
Just got a notification. Hontama just won.
Nice.
I'm going to have...
That's beat the odds.
Yeah, I'll have Musetti to beat Van der Zandstrup as well. Oh, Rafa Runa.
I think Runa's beat Rafa.
I feel like he's got too much physicality on the court, really, these days.
I'll be cheering on Rafael Nadal, but I feel Runa will beat him.
I will be going Runa. The first time I'm able
It's
to
just a
pick
horrible
Runa.
draw, mate. It's just a horrible draw for Rafa. The more I look at it, the more it gets me disappointed. He's trying to come back, find some form. He's not going to get any rhythm. There's no rhythm of playing against Raonic and then Runa. It's horrible
Big
for him.
serving Raonic, and then
It couldn't have been much worse. So
might as well
dreadful.
just had Djokovic first round.
This is dreadful for Murray if he gets through. He's never going to beat Rublev in a million years.
Nah, he's gone. I'm gonna have Lehechka to knock out Eubanks.
I'm definitely going Christopher Eubanks to beat Lehechka. Probably bagels him. Ben,
Oh, that's just
back
disrespect.
again. I'll have TFO beating
No.
Rusevori.
I'm gonna have Rusevori to beat TFO.
I'll have Tsitsipas beating Altmaier.
I think he might. Battle of the backhands.
I'll go Shelton to beat Mensick. Didn't Mensick beat Shelton recently? You were saying.
I believe so, yeah. Think
You
he
told
did.
me that. So it could be
Shelton.
fake news.
It could be fake news, yeah. You never know with me. Oh, I just tried to type it in. It just brought up Davidovich Fakina's head-to-head.
It doesn't look like it's come up.
Yeah, I don't know if I told you that though. I think I told you
No.
he beat Rublev recently.
Yeah, maybe that's not true. But still, I'm going to be having Shelton to beat Mensick.
I feel like it's going to be too tough in America. Like he's going to have a lot of support.
Sharundalo to beat Shevchenko.
Indeed. Oh,
Offner to beat Struff.
Yes, go on Offner. He's going to have a big run.
Kokkinakis
Sinner.
could beat Sinner. If Sinner's to lose this event, it will be in this match against Kokkinakis.
No way.
No, but just hear what I'm
Jose.
saying. If he is to lose this event, there's a good chance it could be the first match. Getting used to the conditions
think
against
so.
the Kokkinakis, who's just a bit dangerous.
1 and 2.
This is a horrible first one for Sinner.
1 and 2.
It'll get better after that.
1 and 2.
It won't be 1 and 2. I'll
It
give
just
you a bet
destroys
right
him.
now, live on stream, that Kokkinakis gets more than 6 games.
More than 6 games is quite a...
More than 5.
It's
Give
like
me more than 5.
It's been working for the bookies. It's quite a good one.
No, more than 6. I'll do you. We'll have a discussion afterwards.
That's
Let us
it.
know what you think, guys. Sinner to beat Kokkinakis. I'll go Draper to beat Zverev.
Oh, my word. Can he handle the heat? That's the question with Jackie Boy.
Zverev's hot and cold.
Yeah, I mean, he is. Draper is UTS.
I think he's there for the paychecks, Zverev.
Oh.
Greek Sport to beat Hanfman.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm going to go Thompson to beat Bublik.
two such weird players that I can't ever. I don't know which one. Bublik could be the best player on one day and just terrible another. I'm gonna go Bublik just because he might turn up.
De Minaur,
Yep.
Khachanov, and Jarry.
Yep. Yeah. Oh, I mean, Felix is draw.
Probably the qualifier, depending on who it is.
Wow, it could be Hong. Might be Hong in there. If he
I'll
just
have to pick
hongs
Felix
in
for
there.
now. And Alcaraz to beat Ronaldo.
Yeah, I mean, Alcaraz's little section's not bad, is it? Back to the top.
Is it going to get interesting yet? Not quite for me. I'll have Djokovic being Echeverry. That'll be easy.
Yes.
So Djokovic not tested at all so far. I think Sinner would have been tested more. Alcaraz would have been. Medvedev would have been. But Djokovic not yet. Tommy Paul to beat Humbert.
I'm going to have Umber to beat Mikkelsen.
I'll go for Kina to beat Rude.
I'm going to have Rude to beat Fakina.
I'll have Norrie to beat Hurkacz.
I think Norrie's going to beat Monfils as well. That's Norrie's through.
I'll go Evans to beat... Medvedev to beat Evans.
I like that. I thought I was like the big upset.
Nah,
I
Evans
don't think
won't beat him.
he's not got
I'll
the
have
game.
Grigor, though, beating Manarino.
Oh, here we go again. Not Grigor versus Medi again. Fritz
to beat Baez.
Nice, yeah. Runa to beat
Runa.
Musetti.
I'm going to go Musetti to beat Runa. A wild
He
one.
could have. If out of all of them, he's the one who could be upset.
Yeah.
I feel Runa's a bit of a strange one. We're
not going to get a 1-8, definitely.
No.
So.
Well, maybe on mine.
I'll have Rublev beating Eubanks.
Rublev Lehechka's tough, but I feel like Rublev has got more pedigree. Rud Savory, Tsitsipas. I don't know what Tsitsipas has done here in the past. That's the thing I'm trying to think in my head. Has he ever done that well at Indian Wells?
I think he's a bit of a different player now, Ben, than the past.
I don't know if I really rate him that highly, but
I'm going to have Tsitsipas beating TFO anyway.
I mean, I think it's a safer bet. I'm just going to go with it just because it's safe. Shelton to beat Cerundolo. It might not be though.
I'll have Cerundolo.
How effective do you reckon his serve's going to be on these like slightly slower courts?
It'll be okay, but I feel like Cerundolo's going to do him. I'll have Sinner to beat Offner.
I think this is another one. I think Sinner's going to probably have dropped about maximum like 8 games in the first 2
Well,
matches.
not really, because he's done more than 6 in the first one. 6 at least, anyway.
Offner grabs 2 or 3 off him.
I'll have Draper beating Griekspoor, De Minaur beating Thompson, Khachanov to beat Jarry, and Alcaraz to beat Felix. Just copying me, are you?
I'm going to go Jarry, I think. I think Khachanov's game will suit this type of court. And then Alcaraz. Jarry, I thought you were not a big
16,
Jarry lover as well. He's going against him as well. Is he going
I'm not going against them. I'm just picking with what I think right now. I've got some big names actually in there. I've got names with pedigree in my round of 16. That's what I'm going for, pedigree. I'll have Djokovic to beat Paul. That'll be a simple one.
Djokovic.
Your one's tougher.
It is tougher, but I feel that there's levels to the game, and even
Hugo Humbert could beat Djokovic. This is one where I feel it could happen. I think it's possible, man.
I don't. I feel like he's going to be just the same as anybody else. When you get on the court, it's as if it's a different match, different person, can't handle the pressure.
Okay, I'll have Norrie beating Fakina.
I'm going to have Rude to beat Norrie.
Medvedev to lose to Dimitrov.
How's Dimmy been doing? I know that he's been in quite good form. Has he actually continued the good form?
I'm going off my heart, Ben. I never look at the form books.
I'm just a form book man.
You're desperate to look at all of the matchups, doing your stats, and then it never ends up working like that anyway.
Yeah, I'll have Medvedev winning.
Okay, I'll go Fritz to beat Musetti.
Fritz to beat Runa.
Rublev to beat Tsitsipas.
Yep.
Sinner to beat Cerundolo.
Oh, Shelton Sinner. I mean, if we can get this one, I'm still going to have Sinner, but I would be excited.
De Minaur's just beaten Draper. I think he will beat him again.
Yeah, I think so as well. Draper will
And then I'll
probably
have
be
Alcaraz
have
beating-
heat stroke by then.
And then I'll have Alcaraz beating
Yeah.
Khachanov.
I'm very interested to see how Alcaraz plays in his first couple of matches because it's an unknown entity really at the moment. He's not really shown us anything. We had the Netflix slam. I mean, it means nothing. Rude Djokovic. I mean, you tell me at home. What do you reckon I'm going to pick?
I've got a similar one. Djokovic, Norrie.
I mean,
I'll put him in the same bracket. It's just players which Djokovic beats. And I can't see him losing at all. I'll have Dimitrov, though, beating Fritz.
I think we're going to have Fritz beating Medvedev. And I think it's going to be Fritz Djokovic semi.
I'm going to go Rublev
Ooh.
Sinner. I'm going to have Sinner beating Rublev.
We were saying
Again.
that. Yeah, for me, he's the man with a plan, the man to beat. And down to the bottom, ADM versus Alcaraz. And so I'm going to be going for Alex de Minaur to beat Carlos Alcaraz. I don't think he is fully fit, and I think that he will be exposed by Alex de Minaur in this match.
Yeah, I agree completely. I think Alex de Minaur will beat Alcaraz. And that sets up the semis. So I've got Djokovic, Dimitrov at the top, and Sinner, de Minaur at the bottom. Dimitrov has beaten Medvedev. I don't think he'll beat Djokovic. So I'm going to put Novak Djokovic in my final for Indian Wells.
Yeah,
A lot of points for him because he's not, of course, defending any.
It's the nightmare matchup, really, for Taylor Fritz. We know that he did a little bit better at the Australian Open, but it's just not enough. And unfortunately, he just has a losing record against Djokovic. No matter how many times they play, he will always be on the losing side, it seems.
And then at the bottom, I'm going to have Sinner beating de Minaur. It's just got to be the 1 versus the 3. Djokovic versus Sinner at Indian Wells. We've seen so many big names get to the final. We've not
How many
yet
other people
seen
have
Jannik Sinner
this?
there. But I truly believe we're going to get Djokovic Sinner. It's the one on paper we want to see. It's the most competitive match, exciting. And I think it's going to be a fantastic final in which Jannik Sinner beats him again and Djokovic doesn't get revenge. And we're going to see Jannik Sinner continue the tear and win Indian Wells. And that's who I'm picking. The number 3 seed.
I mean, the winning run continues for Jannik Sinner. That would be an incredible story. And if he was to get another win over Djokovic, I mean, Djokovic is going to start questioning retirement, surely. So I'm going to go for something a bit different where Djokovic, he loves revenge. The one thing that he always likes is revenge. He lost to Jannik Sinner last time, and he's probably not too happy about it. This is his opportunity to come back and stamp his mark back on the tour again. He's back at Indian Wells for the first time in a long time. And he's going to come back, just like he came back in Australia and he won that Australian Open title. Just like he came back in America and won the US Open title. He's going to come back at Indian Wells and he's going to win the Indian Wells title.
If you're looking for a dark horse, I'm going to be going for Grigor Dimitrov. Reason being, I think he's going to beat Medvedev, and you never know, could do something magical and beat Djokovic as well. If he does, then he deserves the title because it's a tough draw he's got. Yeah. And I feel he's having the best time of his life, and we could be due a wild result, and that would be Grigor Dimitrov winning, and he's the one I'm tipping as my dark horse for this event. I'm quite happy with a Sinner-Dimitrov combination.
That's a pretty good one. Yeah, it's not a bad one at all. I think it's hard to top that, to be honest. The only other person that I'd probably be looking at would be maybe a Shelton, but that's about it, really. There's not really anybody else. Nah, I don't think he's at that level yet. He's not Masters ready yet, sadly for Draper. But maybe someday he will be.
Well, there we go. That is our Indian Wells draw preview. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section. Who do you have winning the event? If you haven't already, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and join us for the women's. You can find that in the comment section of this video. I will put a link in there for the women's draw preview as well. Thanks everyone, and see you very soon.